Allegations of a coup, more social media tirades, a silence broken before being reinstated, an intervention by the powerful iwi chairs, and we ain't seen nothing yet in the ongoing Te Pāti Māori saga. Well, Staff Political Editor Tova O'Brien is with me now. Kia ora, Tova.
Kia ora, Sam.
Let's go back to the beginning because we hadn't seen Te Pāti Māori's co-leaders or president at the Parliament for quite some time.
Yeah, that's right. So this week began on Monday with the return of the party president, the return of the party co-leaders. We saw Debbie Ngare-Wipaka and Rawiri Waititi talking to the media first time in a really long time. And I think by doing that, they actually managed to look like leaders for the first time in probably a really long time. They weren't hiding down back corridors and trying to keep a low profile. They addressed things. They were cogent, and they talked about what was going on in the party. So it looked like leadership. That lasted about 24 hours. That was Monday. Come Tuesday, no sign of the co-leaders. They weren't doing any more media beyond that. Coup, the powerful iwi chairs forum, they stepped in, held a meeting with the leadership. Everyone agreed on a few things, including not to air their dirty laundry in public, to stop having these big social media rants, and potentially meet with the dissenting MPs the following week. So it was Tuesday. Come Wednesday, Kiri Tamahere, who is the general manager of the party, also the wife of Rawiri Waititi, bear with me here, and the daughter of John Tamahere, she posts a half-hour-long monologue on social media. So there goes that promise. And the same was happening from the other side as well. The son of Maria Meno Kapakingi, Eru Kapakingi, he was posting a lot on social media as well. Come Thursday, still no leaders. This is leaving the dissenting MPs, Taku Te Wheres and Maria Meno Kapakingi, to basically hold things down in the Parliament. So they're sitting there, they're voting and speaking on legislation, no sign of the leaderships. In comes the iwi chair again to talk to them and agree to this meeting next week. So clear as mud, but that's the trajectory. That's a single week in the Te Pāti Māori saga.
That has got to be one of the messiest political implosions in recent memory. We'd be thinking shades of Jamie Lee Ross and the Southern Bridges saga even.
This is one for the ages. Eat your heart out. Jamie Lee Ross, Skoura Sharma, Darlene Tana, Gauri Sgaraman, Michael Forbes more recently. But what makes this so spectacularly chaotic is that the party has basically split in two, and this comes right down to the staff. They're basically operating two different parties within a single party, and what we just outlined when we first started talking, that was just 1 week. So beyond that, you remember that there were late night emails, allegations of abuse, allegations of misspending. There were allegations that the leadership's a dictatorship, that the dissenting MPs are greedy. There was that bizarre reset that lasted just 3 minutes and 43 seconds before the leaders stormed off. So that's what's been happening in the lead up. Last week we covered, this is one for the ages.
Tova, dare I ask, where to next?
Yeah, I think we're only just beginning. So there's a few things that could happen here, and it's a really interesting conundrum because everyone is very sure of themselves in this saga, and everyone is so certain that they are right. So a couple of the options are that the dissenting MPs there could be a vote for their suspension or expulsion. They too could decide whether to resign. If either of those things eventuate, the expulsion or the resignation, that's when that waka jumping legislation could be triggered, and we'll be seeing not one but two by-elections. And I think the worst thing to note about all of this for the party is that while all of this has been going on, big pieces of legislation like the Marine and Coastal Areas law and the Regulatory Standards Bill, that's been working its way through Parliament, and these are two big pieces of legislation that are really important to the constituency of Te Pāti Māori.
That they should be focused on. Okay, Staff Political Editor Tova O'Brien, thanks so much for your thoughts on that.